Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button, and if it's your first time here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so you're up to date on our chart analysis here on how we look at things with 42 Vision. So here we are with XCLA stock, Xela Technologies Inc. after the split. Big news that came out yesterday after hours. We're going to break down the levels that we were looking at yesterday and why charts matter, but it wasn't the only stock falling. Tesla fell as well, and our Tesla bot at 9:50 a.m. sent us out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, put options went up 100% plus within hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. So XCLA stock was not the only stock falling. If we go over to the SPY, you could see the SPY was falling as well. But after this split, everyone is looking for a possible bottom, and we need to talk about, based off the history of the chart, where we stand. Is this a new low and why this matters? But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So these are the two stocks I mentioned this morning. Both of them gave jumps at 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was FRGT. We caught this one in the pre-market, consolidating under a bear indicator, slowly brought itself back up on 42 Vision going into strength, got that bull indicator, and full strength towards the bell, giving a highest point of 30% plus, guys, within minutes. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with XCLA stock, Xela Technologies Inc., and the stock is trying to find a bottom. Now, we had hit 10 cents, right? That's where we were at yesterday before the close. And then this whole entire split news came out. And what is the value right now? If you go ahead and divide 1.72, you'll get about roughly 8 cents. So we're about 20% below where we fell into yesterday in the aftermarket hours. Now, before all of this happened and the split news came out, even though it's a penny stock and anything could come up any second, no one was expecting it out of nowhere, and I made the video way before in advance what the charts were showing. If I pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well, the link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. So as I was stating, we're under a bear indicator since yesterday. It was fighting around this area. This is now the split numbers, right? Not pre-split, after the split, 288, and it had came all the way up to 294, rejected, and right before the close, try to go back up towards that level and reject it again. And that bear indicator was indicating that there was some weakness within the chart. And I did state, if we broke through the level of 276, the next level to watch was down here at 272, and then back down here to 250. Now, if you divide 250 by 12, that's that area of 12 cents, right? That I talked about, that we needed to watch based off the history of the chart. And all of those levels were broken through fairly quickly. And here we are now at around pre-split levels of 8 cents. But now after the split, it's a 20-for-1 split, right? So for every 20 shares, you got 1 share of Xela on this reverse split. We're currently at 172, and we need to watch this based off these levels, what's going on and where we're at. This is basically a new low that we have not seen in a long time. If you look at the 52-week low, it's 165 and we're bouncing off those lows. So 8 cents roughly is one of the lowest points this stock has hit even before the split, and now we're at 172, which equates to the same thing if you divide it by 20 to 8 cents. This has hit a new low. It is a very pivotal level to be watching very carefully. So the first thing is the support here, 165. That's the 52-week low. We want to bounce off of that. I'm going to be watching this very carefully because this is dip area territory, right? Based off 42 vision, complete shifts are from white with red borders, the dip area, to bright green, the rip area, and then complete shifts back down is from the rip area to the dip area. So I'm going to be watching if this tries to bring itself back up, and if it does, what are the levels that need to be broken through, and what are we looking for on 42 vision? The first thing is for this bear indicator to get canceled out. If it starts reversing back up, we want to see this break above the high after the bell of 197, and most importantly $2. That can kind of get us back closer to the 10-cent area where things closed yesterday, and that used to be the 52-week low before the split. Right now we're around 8 cents, so $2 would equate to, before the split levels, 10 cents. That's going to be a very pivotal area to see if the bulls can find support and bounce off of it. Now in the process, we want a bull indicator to pop up to cancel out that bear indicator. Now if that is accomplished, the next level of resistance is up here at 250, which used to be the support before breaking through it. So very important, these key levels to the upside, to be watching them very carefully. If you put the 15-minute, it keeps on struggling to get itself back up, but it's trying to go towards from white with red borders to green, right? White with green borders to red with green borders, and the next shift would be dark green bars. It is trying to break out, find support down here, and get away from these lows. I know a lot of investors are watching this very carefully for a possible dead cat bounce, right? Doesn't signify or suggest or guarantee that it's going to go anywhere higher, or it's guaranteed to break out or squeeze or anything like that. It's just people are looking for a possible exhaustion point that this can find a support and bounce off of. That is not guaranteed yet, and as I always state, everything I share in my videos is not financial advice, but I do share my perspective and opinions and what 42 vision is showing, and I'm an advocate on why charts really matter, and technical analysis is a very important part of maximizing within opportunities, right? Because even the 15-minute we were watching yesterday, and it was under a bear indicator since up here at around 295 pretty early on in the day, and same thing with the 30-minute, and through that volatility, even before the news, it was struggling to hold itself up. And I stated if it broke through the key support levels, which it did, we could go back towards 10 cents. That's even before the news of any split even being in the process. Even without the split, those levels, if they were touched, further weakness could be seen in the charts. Now when you zoom out, the 4 hour has been under a bear indicator since way up here, 299, kept on rejecting that area, overall weakness, and we just did a complete shift here from the rip area to dip area. So very important to be watching if we can break away from this, try to turn back around, and eventually if it does start getting momentum, cancel out that bear indicator by a bull indicator popping up in the process. Not guaranteed as well, but something I'm watching on 42 vision with the 4 hour, and on the 1 day, big bear indicator. And we did our first shift from dark green to dark green with red borders, and I stated I was going to be watching if a bear indicator pops up and if a red bar eventually popped up, and there we got it, and it was a big red bar in one single day. I mean, it literally ate up all the gains that it had in the last few days in one single day with the big surprise news. But a lot of people are watching these levels very carefully right now to see if there could be a dead cat bounce or some type of momentum after the exhaustion has happened. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. I know a lot of people were commenting yesterday that it turns out that this company is just going to keep on reverse splitting and so forth. They've done it before. And at the end of the day, penny stocks are very risky. And on the first video that I made, A lot of people were requesting this in the comments section of other videos, so I wanted to share my insight and thoughts. As always, not financial advice, but I am not a big advocate on paying attention to stocks below $1. Now, the fact that it's above $1 doesn't change anything, because before the split, it was worth less than that. And if you adjust this to pre-split levels, this is about 8 cents. Still not something I would like to be watching unless it gets itself back up above a certain threshold. But I know a lot of people are watching this right now. A lot of people still think there's opportunity here. Again, I look forward to seeing your comments down below. Do you see the opportunity is over? Do you still see opportunity in it? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.